There's an urgent need for thousands more foster carers in the UK as the number of children in care rises year on year.
One man who knows how life-changing being taken into a new family can be is Jono Lancaster. He was born with a condition called Treacher-Collins syndrome. Now, it is something that his biological parents felt unable to cope with. He was taken into care and adopted and says he now wants to do that for a child himself.
Well, Jono joins us now in the studio, and his adopted mum, Jean, is in West Yorkshire as well. Jono, let me talk to you first. Tell me the impact that all this has had on your life. First of all, realising you'd been given away by your biological parents, and then this remarkable woman who basically came along and saved you.
Seriously, my mum, Jean, she's my hero, you know. I'd hate to think where I'd be without her. She met me at 2 weeks old, and for a 5-year period she fostered me, and then I was put for adoption, and I was 5 when she adopted me, and I was very fortunate to have that consistency, to have that family, and yeah, I'd hate to think where I'd be without her, you know.
Well, we can talk to Jean, and lovely to see you this morning. Jean, what was going through your mind when you saw Jono at just 2 weeks old in need of a family?
Well, what went through my mind was he was just a little baby that needed looking after, and I just fell in love with him.
What have been the difficulties for you as a foster parent, and why do you think there is a shortage of people taking on this responsibility?
I didn't have many problems, actually, when I was fostering, and I don't really know why people don't foster. I know a lot of people that say they're going to, and then they don't do anything about it.
Jean, how many people?
I don't know why.
Jean, how many children have you fostered in your life?
Oh, possibly about 30. I don't know exactly.
And many of them have had varying disabilities and so on. Tell me about the joy that being a foster mum has brought to you with all these kids.
Well, I love kids anyway, and I like having kids around. I've got 6 grandchildren of my own, and it's just nice having people around, and I've enjoyed it.
When you see Jono,
I really enjoy looking after them.
When you see Jono sitting here on national television, you must be very proud of him, the way he's turned out.
Yes, I am very proud of him, yeah. Yes, I'm very proud of what he's doing at the moment as well.
Jono, what would you say to anybody? Because as your mum says there, lots of people have thought about going into foster care, but for some reason have decided not to. What would you say to people who are considering it?
They need to talk to people. You know, there's charities out there like Bernardo's that support foster carers and prospective adoptees. Talk to people like myself. You know, it's not easy. It's an emotional roller coaster. The highs are incredible, and there are some lows.
And would you like to be a foster parent yourself?
I would love to adopt. I really would. You know, further down the line, I've still got some living to do, sort of thing, child-free at the moment. But no, it's definitely something that I want to do. Seriously, it changed my life.
And foster rather than have your own children? I mean, obviously, if you foster a child and adopt them, they become your own child. But yep. Is that a sort of conscious decision choice that you've made? For
me, you know, there's a 50-50 chance I may pass on my condition to my child as well. So there's also that in the mix, and that's always going on in my head. But something right from I was teenager and that family started coming about in my thought process, adoption was definitely something that was like, yeah, let's do it, you know.
Finally, what would you like to say to Jean?
She knows how much I love her and how much she's incredible, and all that I am and all that I've achieved in life, it comes from that person there, and everything that she's done for me, she's been my mum. She's been a father figure to me. She's been a counsellor. We've had us ups and us downs. She's just been incredible, and she continues to still give herself, continues to give love to so many people, and every time one of those foster kids moved on, she cried. You know, it broke her heart, and yet she still gave herself to more and more and more, year after year after year, and she's incredible. She really, really is.
Well, if that tribute doesn't get people racing to be foster parents, I don't know what would. Jean, thank you very much indeed for joining us, and Jono, best of luck with your future. And I know you want to do the same thing now yourself, which is great. But lovely to meet you both.